Bomb.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Koco crew here in it down live. Yours truly, sexiest man on all internet wrestling radio. Boom Boom here shaking the room, slightly disgruntled in the state of Virginia. And of course, join me there, way across the pond there in Kawasaki, Japan, the man who owns no t-shirts that are not nerdy, Dave Koco.
Look at that. Opening series. Go A's.
Yeah, you went to that ball game.
Yeah, I did. Tokyo Dome. It was a lot of fun. So I really like this hat, but is it too much? Like, it's the Giants colors reversed. I love it, but then I'm like, is it too much?
No, I like it. I like it, actually.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Really,
yeah, it's kind of wonder. Dude, it's one of those few things because, like, for those that don't know, I'm a minimalist, and this is a wrestling show. I'm a minimalist, so like, it's very, very rare where I go, I want that right now. And as soon as I saw this hat, I was like, I want it right now. I'm buying the fucking hat. And Bearfriend was like shocked. For those that don't know, Bearfriend's my girlfriend. She's like, dude, you never want anything. I'm like, I want that fucking hat on my head now. I wasn't that rude. All right, Booms. We've had enough personal talk, enough personal chit chat. One more. Dude, yesterday I had a day off. Booms, I'd like to tell you that I spent it productively, but I was on Koco Plays, my streaming channel, for 8 hours. 8 hours of content on Koco Plays. 0 minutes on KocoSports. Booms, let's change that tonight.
Yes, let's do that right now. Well, Koco, you know what? WrestleMania is 2 weeks away from this Sunday. It's arguably the biggest wrestling event in the world, and WrestleMania 35 is starting to take shape. And here's the crazy thing. I'm going on their Wikipedia page right now, looking it up, and right now they've got about 10 matches named so far. But I've told, this may just be the tip of the iceberg, I've heard anywhere from 16 to 17 matches in this event, including pre-show. We're talking everything, pre-show all the way up through the main event, could go anywhere around 7 hours. 7. Now, Koco, I love wrestling. You love wrestling. And that's why we do a wrestling show. And Koco, I know you've been a former wrestling promoter. I've been a longtime wrestling fan, as have you. But even I'm like, whoa, back the fuck off, bro. At least, you know, okay, I know this is WrestleMania, and I know this is a different era where it used to be WWE would run pay-per-views about 3 hours, and we consider that just fucking mind-blowing because at that time, Raw was anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, so a 3-hour show was a pretty big deal. But even in this era of 3-hour Raws, 2-hour SmackDowns, several 1-hour shows throughout the week, access, complete total access on WWE Network. Where do you draw the line? I mean, you know, you have to make it a little bit more special, but where do you draw the line? How long do you think a match should, long do you think this, I mean, remember, this is the biggest event of the year. This isn't a standard pay-per-view. This is the big one. Where do you draw the line? Where do you think should be the ideal amount of matches and ideal length? Because you don't want to burn your audience out, and I really felt like WWE is going to do that.
I was just thinking, and it's interesting because I tried to watch Fastlane. This is a true story, Booms. I don't know if I shared this on a podcast. I tried. Now, in WWE's defense, I work 3 jobs. So, like, me being full of energy to sit down and watch TV, my brain's like, oh, my God, time to go to sleep. So I do work 3, maybe more, but 3 basically full-time jobs. So, like, I'm like, dude, I want to watch Fastlane to get motivated for WrestleMania. I watched it 5 nights in a row. Every time, watched the intro. Every time, watched The Miz come out. I was like, wow, Cleveland. Ah, The Miz. Oh, cool shirt. 5 nights in a row, like Groundhog's Day. I never make it to the end of the match. I have no idea if The Miz and fucking Shane beat the Usos. None. I don't know. And here's the thing. There's a joke, and it was kind of serious. If you're like a WWE fan, a pro wrestling fan, and you cover everything like we did back in the day, you really have to be unemployed. And I think even unemployed, that's not fair. Like, here's the thing. If you watch all of WWE and 2 alternatives, and Booms, we have obsession problems, says the man who streamed for 8 hours yesterday. I like, seriously, if I had a friend who watched every WWE program and 2 alternatives, choose your alternatives. You know what I mean? Just 2 alternatives. I would seriously consider like talking to that friend. You have a problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's getting crazy to length, and it's just it doesn't make anything feel important, and B, it's just bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I can watch a Rocky marathon. I can watch a Marvel marathon. I can't even make it through one fucking match of this shit. And we're in the age of Netflix and streaming. I don't know. It's one of those things. Is it too much, or is it because it's not good? Because here's the thing. I'm sure I'm not the only one. A Marvel Netflix show, you've watched all in one day. So I don't think it's the length as much as it's also horrible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if I could put on my booking cap, this is what I would do. You ready with me? I would make it a 4-hour show. But there would be a pre-show for all of the celebrity stuff. So if you don't like celebrity stuff, you could skip the pre-show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would have it where, like, it would be free. It would be the pre-show. The pre-show would have the celebrities. So Arrow, Ronda Rousey before she was a wrestler. What other celebrities did they have? I'm going back, Mr. T. Celebrities. Yeah, like that.
Ray
Pete
Charles.
Rose. I don't know if Pete Rose was WrestleMania. I apologize, but I know Pete Rose has been a celebrity before. But the first hour should be nothing but celebrities, and it should be called the pre-show. Because here's the thing: I think the 4-hour WrestleMania should be the best WWE has to offer. The 1 hour should be the celebrities to drag people in. You know what I mean? Because not only that, but like, let's say you are just there for the celebrities. Say you're there for Snooki. You're gonna watch Snooki. The show's gonna start, and you're gonna fucking leave. You know what I mean? No one wants to fucking watch something they don't enjoy. You know. So I would put the celebrity stuff for the first hour. 4 hours, I'd make the best goddamn pro wrestling event I could fucking make. You know what I mean? And even if it's WWE, the best sports entertainment. Nothing embarrassing. No kids in the crowd. That's all the embarrassing fucking masturbating to celebrities bullshit. First hour pre-show. 4 hours of the best fucking show ever. Post show, also a concert. So literally, you know where to go for what you want. Because I think this show for everyone is stupid. It is beyond fucking stupid. Put your celebrity shit in a pre-show. 4 hours of the best goddamn show you could possibly put on. Then concert bullshit with interviews. You know what I mean? Because even when they're setting up the contract, you can go, oh my God, Kurt Angle, John Cena, you got fucking Kurt Angle's last match. How does it feel? All right, let's go fucking listen to... Jeez, I know nothing about music. Let's go listen to Cake. They're still relevant, right? I don't fucking know. But yeah, like, let's go listen to fucking, I don't know.
Okay, so you're talking about 4 hours should be your ideal length for
4 hours. It's a 6-hour event, but the actual event's only 4 hours.
Okay.
One is concert and post credits, and cut scenes, whatever. And one is pre-show celebrities. So me and you could watch everything, but most likely me and you would just watch the 4-hour event.
Mm-hmm. And how many matches do you think they should have grand total? Because right now we're teasing. Right now I think it's 10 scheduled already. We're almost 2 weeks out, but there could be up to 7 more matches named by the time this is over. So, I mean, what do you put it? Do you put it at 10? Do you put it at 12? Do you put it at 15? Do you put it back? Do you go back to 8?
I say, I know I'm like overthinking this. Two like main event long matches, 4 in the road matches, and then 4 kind of shorter matches. You know what I mean? So we respect the title. Oh, we have a surprise squash match. We have a surprise knockout. So a mix. It's not all long matches. It's not all. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's 2 really like the two top matches should take 90 minutes. And then you should have like 10 to 15 minute matches with a couple of, oh, fuck, it was already over. What a shock. Oh, my God. You know what I mean? Or, you know, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Now, real quick, I want to give shout outs to Mike Ashman and Yuri Blake who are watching us live. Yuri Blake, he says 90 minutes or less for the pre-show, no more than 5 hours for the main card. And he says, I can't wait to go Mania, but I'm dreading the sheer exhaustion of the whole event. And I think Yuri brings up a great point. It's just burnout. I mean, we can have, you know, the best card, the best wrestlers, the best everything in the world, but when you drag it out too long, you risk burning out your audience. And if you burn out your audience, I mean, you may not get the reaction that you're looking for as the card wears on, because, you know, when the babyface, you know, wins the title from the dastardly heel, and everybody's just like, fuck, how much fucking longer? We got what, 2 more fucking matches? Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's get this shit going.
We call that the post-Jay White victory. Fucking unbelievable.
Right there we should put a point because Dave Koco's always got to get a dig in on Jay White. So there's his one quote for today.
All right. We'll go to New Japan. Can I just say something?
Okay.
I wish I recorded. I bought I don't know if it's at my me and Bear Friend have 2 houses and we're combining it to one house, so I don't know where it's at. I bought a Liger t-shirt. We went to New Japan shop. It's near the Tokyo Dome. Dude, I was making them fucking laugh so fucking hard with my fucking just could not stop making fun of the champion. So we're talking New Japan here. And first off, the people at the New Japan shop are fucking fantastic.
Really?
They are great. Now, boom, boom. You Western fans, you're like, oh, Jay White's not that fucking bad. Guess who the New Japan shop has more shirts of? Omega? Or... Blah, blah, blah. That's right, Omega. Do you know why Omega sells? Now, here's my thing. Hey, WWE would never do that. Can you imagine Dean Ambrose leaving and them still having merch? No way. Never in a million years. Second off, I talked to Jerry. Jerry comes up with this idea. Western fans blindly defend Jay White because they bought too many Bullet Club shirts. That's his theory. Second theory is, if anyone would defend that piece of shit as a champion, it would be New Japan shop. Think about it. Their whole livelihood is that. They were laughing their fucking asses off how he can't sell merchandise for shit. We were fucking begging Kenny Omega on fucking television to come back. Look who the champ is. We were fucking making, dude, it was just the most enjoyable fucking time I've ever had in that shop. And I go like once or twice a month.
That had him rolling.
All right, it started off like this. I just fucking snapped, and I was like, oh my god, they still have Omega stuff. Oh my god, they still have the Golden Lovers. Oh my god, Omega's still on the fucking television. And it was just like out of nowhere, I just fucking thought I was on a podcast. And I go, Kenny Omega, I'm so sorry we didn't treat you better. Look who the fuck the champion is. And you just hear fucking laughter all through the fucking shop. Dude, trust me, I don't understand why Western fans defend this fucking piece of shit so much, because the people at the New Japan shop, they might not be able to go on the record, but they are not rooting for him. They're like, we can't sell his fucking merch to save our lives. It's like, dude, we're fucking starving here. And I was just like, these people are amazing. I got so much free shit from them. They're amazing. Really? So New Japan shop, near the two. I go like 3 times a month. Like, have you not noticed? If it's not Giants, it's like I literally might own, I don't know, 100 items. 97 of those items came from the New Japan shop. So yeah, I do love me the New Japan. But Jesus fucking Christ, if anyone could defend that piece of shit of a champion, or should defend that piece of shit of a champion, it should be them. And they were just laughing their asses off. I wanted to make a separate video of it, and they're like, no, we can't, like, they didn't want us to record it, because I was about to break out the phone. It was fucking hilarious. But yeah, it was, man. Because here's the thing. You can see, boom, boom. We do not make money off this. We are not affiliated to one thing. But boom, boom. Imagine if me and you opened a shop and it was a WWE shop. That would be a reason to defend John Cena. Our livelihood is actually connected to it. These people's livelihoods are connected to it, and they're just like, dude, we can't sell this fucking shit. Like, for real. They're like, oh, God, I hope this goes good. So, yeah. And not only that, but you got to remember, Bullet Club was a huge seller. A huge seller. And we were everywhere. Now it's Lost Gear, and yeah. And then it was so funny, too, because we were joking. I'm like, dude, why doesn't Okada have cooler gear? And the lady just goes, I fucking know, right? Okada, get cooler gear. Okada has, like, the most fans in the world. And he's like, oh, would you like to buy a pink shirt with dollar bills and balloons? No one wants that, Okada. No one. Dude, we were, like, we were talking, and, like, they wanted Okada to join Bullet Club so much. They're like, dude, if Okada joined Bullet Club, we'd just be printing money. Just fucking printing it. And they're like, yeah, no, you got Jay White. And they're like, yay, yay. Keep blindly defending him, you fucking idiots. But anyway, Booms, let's turn this negative into a positive, shall we?
Yep.
All right. If you, from 1-5 to the start of the New Japan Cup, think New Japan was good, from the bottom of my heart, go fuck yourself. From the bottom of my heart, you're not fucking helping New Japan. New Japan Cup has fucking saved that company. Have saved that company. 1-5 was a brick to the fucking face. And if anyone's like, oh no, 1-5 wasn't that bad, please stop giving your opinion. You're not helping the product. But New Japan Cup, I know sometimes I can be a little negative. I can be a little passionate. It gets the best of me. Booms can vouch for this. But the New Japan Cup has given us hope, has given us life. And I hope that this is the New Japan moving forward. This is what I was expecting at 1-5. But, oh man, 1-5 was a brick to the face. Booms. Let's break down New Japan Cup. Not too much, but just let's suck it off, because let me tell you something. If anyone thought 1-5 to the New Japan Cup was good, can you do me a favor and not take their opinion seriously? Booms, your thoughts on New Japan Cup saving fucking us since the brick in the face at 1-5?
Real quick, I also want to give a shout out to Fran Yelly. He's saying good morning from Jersey.
Oh, man.
And Yuri Blake had a great comment. He said, haha, Koco hates Jay White more than a straight man should.
That's not fair. I'm going to be completely honest. Can I come out of the closet?
Okay, go for it.
I don't hate Jay White that much. I hate the Western fans blindly defending, saying he's a good wrestler. Like, if people came by and be like, wow, that's a shock. Jay White doesn't deserve this. Well, hopefully we'll see what happens. If that was the reaction, I'd be like, tip my hat to you and be like, all right, let's ride this out. But the fact that there are fucking people out there going, no, this is a great idea. So I actually hate the idea of defending Jay White way more than I hate Jay White. Jay White should be a mid-carder at best. So there. I mean, and then I feel bad because I'm like, everything fucking sucks because of the decision to put you there. Not because of you, but the decision to put you there. Everything fucking sucks. Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right.
All right, real quick, New Japan Cup. Of course, this was the biggest one to date. This is normally a 16-man tournament, but they made it into a 32-man tournament. They included champions this year because in years past, if you won the New Japan Cup, you could choose to fight either the never open weight champion, the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, or the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And almost always they chose the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Well, this year it's different. Like I said, they doubled the field from 16 men to 32, and it's clearly defined that the winner will go on to face Jay White at the G1 Super Show in Madison Square Garden on Mania weekend. And to be honest, Coco, I really like the expansion. I mean, it's added a lot of drama. You've got the addition of champions. You got other storylines being written. We've had some really good matches. I don't want to sit there and lay them all out, but I'll just say that my bracket's just like March Madness, completely in fucking shambles right now. I did take some gambles because I was predicting some upsets, but however, I predicted the wrong upsets. But I am proud to say, out of the final four, I've got half of that field right. Right now, the final four consist of Tomohiro Ishii and Kazuchika Okada, also Hiroshi Tanahashi and Sonata. So that was, and so far, Coco, I've been impressed with it. I've thought it's been done quite well. I've enjoyed seeing Mikey Nichols now in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I was kind of shocked that Kota Ibushi got taken out so early. I was actually impressed that Colt Cabana made it as far as he did, and I was definitely shocked about Sonata making it this far. That was, I had Suzuki going to the final four, but no, he got upset by Sonata in one hell of a match. Probably one of the best matches to date right now. But Coco, looking at it, what do you think about the New Japan Cup? Do you like the new format, and where do you think it's headed here?
All right. I as a fan who is very passionate and has been a really long time fan, I don't know. Just me. I don't know if I'd keep watching if the New Japan Cup sucked. I was so disappointed, and I know New Japan fans ain't allowed to be disappointed if you live outside of Japan, but the reality is this saved my fandom and it gave me hope. There was a lot of huge upsets. Like I thought Naito would be here. Poor Naito fans, man. How many times are they gonna get kicked in the fucking balls? I thought Ibushi was gonna go higher. A lot of upsets, a lot of enjoyment out of Colt Cabana, a lot of great matches. Yeah, I absolutely enjoy it, and not only that, but I think Sonata's going up to a whole nother level. I think he's shining on a big stage, and I'm gonna find it completely interesting. Of course, a lot of people wouldn't be this openly honest. I am a huge Okada fanboy, so of course I'll be rooting and kicking and screaming for him. Oh, you can't give your opinion on YouTube if you're a fan of somebody. um, so, but yeah, I overall really, really enjoyed it. It saved it. I'll be rooting for Okada. And can I have one bad joke, by the way? I hope whoever wins it goes, the IWGP title doesn't exist anymore and chooses a different title. All right, horrible jokes aside. Tell me that wouldn't be the best. Let's, granted, I'm being really sarcastic. You have to explain that to some fucking Wikipedia New Japan fans. Or as I like to call them, noob Japan fans. You have to be like, but could you just imagine? Follow me on my sarcastic journey here, my evil asshole journey. Okada hits a Rainmaker. 1, 2, 3. He just pinned Sonata in a fucking 76-star Dave Meltzer masturbated on himself fucking match. Jay White comes out to no reaction at all. Great heel heat. And Okada grabs the mic and goes, well, since the IWGP title doesn't exist anymore, I'm going for the Never title. And just walks past Jay White. Just walks right past him like, fuck this guy. I'm sorry. Us being, I don't know, dude. You know what it is? I just think as far as the noob Japan fan base goes, I think I'm just disappointed. I think that's it. You know what I mean? Because New Japan Cup's awesome. But then if you say 1-5 to the New Japan Cup was awesome, then you really don't have an opinion. You know what I mean? Your opinion means shit.
Well, I mean, I thought the New Beginnings, I mean, it wasn't the best. I thought it was a step in the right direction, but I've really, really, really enjoyed the New Japan Cup thus far.
Maybe it's because I've become a wrestling snob, but I just expect so much more from New Japan. You know what I mean? Like, like in my eyes, because like Booms will tell you, no one on YouTube talked about New Japan before me. Hashtag fucking videos are still up.
And
With that said,
I got to bring up something here. And if you watch Wrestling and Ranting, which we do because he's an awesome guy, he's not not technically affiliated with us, but he's awesome. You should subscribe to his channel, Wrestling and Ranting. He brought up this point here, and it kind of scared the hell out of me. Is we're all going on the assumption that whoever wins this tournament is going to beat Jay White at the
I'm not. I'm already mentally preparing to fucking commit suicide.
Because okay, let's just say that somebody goes on to wins the cup, goes on to take on Jay White in the main event of the Garden Show, and loses. Who's going to be his next challenger? Because you got to think the next time that they're going to have a chance to get the belt off of him would probably be Dominion in June.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully some people really enjoy them. That's it. That's like the positive version. I hope if you're mad at me for not liking Jay White, I hope you genuinely enjoy his matches. I just do. I hope you genuinely enjoy them because fucking a lot of people don't. So yeah.
All right.
Speaking of too much of a good thing, can I combine this to New Japan and WWE combining it? I think when you have too much of a good thing, hence a lot of New Japan events, a lot of WWE events. We were talking about how long WrestleMania is. It reminds me of living, in Tokyo. I live in Tokyo, or I lived in Tokyo. I live on the outskirts of Tokyo, but I'm kind of looking forward to moving to Yokohama, which is still a huge city. I'm acting like I'm moving out in the country. Moving out to the country now. I'm just going to move into a smaller part of the city. But I'm looking forward to one day not being in a major city, because when you have 8 hours of wrestling, when you have wrestling events surrounding you all the time, when you have everything at your fingertips, nothing feels important. And I think that's one good thing NXT has going for it. I think it's like, wow, it's only 1 hour. Oh, it's only a 2 to 3 hour pay-per-view. Oh, this feels important. But if you have, you live in Tokyo and you have 476 wrestling events all the time around you, none of them feel important. And, and the same thing if you live in a major city. Just doing stuff doesn't feel important. But if you live out in the country and New Japan comes, or you live out in the country and a fair comes, that's important, And I think the same thing with WrestleMania. I think they have to, and I know it's too late, but I think they need to cut I think they just have to cut the events down, because let's be completely honest. Booms, I grew up a WCW fan. You grew up a WWE fan. Even though I was a WCW fan, WrestleMania was always important. And every year, it seems to be less and less important. And as an old man / old fan, that hurts me. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of worried about Wrestle Kingdom. Even though Wrestle Kingdom's 2 hours long. I mean, not 2 hours long. Sorry, 2 days long next year. And, I decided I'm going to go to Wrestle Kingdom. Boom, boom. I'm going to take one for the team because I got to see Liger's last match. All right? Jay White, please don't be chant, man. Just do me a favor. How much money do you need? Just tell me. I don't want to hate Jay White, but it's hard when people are when people are like, oh, he's just as good as Omega and Okada. I'm like, all right, I'm out. You know what I mean? I don't want to hate Jay White, but can we just admit the IWGP title special? Can we just admit New Japan special? Can we do that? Can we do that? All right, Booms. Let's read some live comments if there's any.
No, I've been reading them as they've been coming along.
All right. Booms, we got to get more popular. Back in the day, we'd have like 500 live comments. Dude, you get depressed and stop doing a show for like 20 fucking years. No one fucking watches.
Well, it's also early in the morning in some places.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Good morning, folks.
Let's want to give out some information here about All Elite Wrestling, AEW. First of all, congratulations to Allie. She has been announced as the newest signee for AEW's female division. She now joins Bea Presley, Brandy Rhodes, Britt Baker, Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, and I guess even to some extent Aja Kong and Yuki Sakazaki with the roster. So I think it's really good. It turns out there wasn't any kind of bad blood, any kind of thing with her, with Allie and Impact. It was just they were trying to freshen up the division, so they let her contract expire. I think everybody's still on good terms, so that's good to hear. And also, it should be mentioned that AEW is currently in contract negotiations with Jim Ross. I'm actually
the Jim Ross thing is the first time I got unexcited about AEW.
Mm-hmm.
I know he'll get eyeballs on his screen, and I know people love him, but and it's one of those things. I know this sounds crazy. You don't have all your opinions don't have to be with the majority, but I'm in the minority where I just don't think Jim Ross is that good. Like no, that's not fair. I think he's good. I don't enjoy him, and as the first signing, I was just sort of the rumor that I was like, oh fuck me, really. But yeah, I'm really excited for AEW. As far as Ali goes, I know she's in Shimmer. I don't watch Impact, but I watched one match before the show. And she has the look. I watched, I think it was her and Rosemary, and this is only the highlights on YouTube. And a casket match. And granted, I am not a big fan of casket matches. But off that one match, I'm hoping she does a lot better. Because if it's like getting sports news. You're like, this guy's coming to your team, and then going to watch it, and you're like, oh wow, he struck out 6 times. She has the look. I like the fact that she paints her face, but overall, I'm going in blind to AEW. But
as a lot of us are, because they've announced a lot of signings of talents and people I've never heard of.
Well, so, I mean, that's the thing. There's so many alternatives. It's hard to keep up with. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing and a bad thing. You know. But I'm excited for AEW, and I want to see what it can do. But man, if I was her, I'd be like, "Yo, can I take that casket match down?" Because if that's a good match, it's like, wow, yeah, that casket match was garbage. I hope she does good. The thing is, I hope they hit up a lot of Japanese females. Some of the wrestlers they have are absolutely stunning. And yeah, I'm excited, but I think I'm going in blind. But it's one of those things. When it comes to the Elite, I enjoy their style of entertainment, and I think most of them are good to great wrestlers. So I'm very interested, and plus it gives us hope. You know, Lucha Underground gives us hope. New Japan gives us hope. You know, AEW to me, it just seems like it gives us hope. Will it be successful? I think so. I don't think it will be a WWE killer, but I think it will be something you can watch and enjoy. You know, so I am a big fan of the Elite, and I know that's not popular to say these days. I don't know why, but yeah, I am excited for AEW a lot because the All In show I enjoyed. I enjoyed the All In show a lot, and I know Perez comedy, you know, it has different features and stuff, you know, like different opinions, different styles. But to me, it's enjoyable, and it gives me. I want a product that I can watch and I truly fucking enjoy. And New Japan for the longest time has been that. Lucha Underground has been that, and TNA back in the day was. I know it's easy to bash TNA. But I think the Kurt Angle Samoa Joe headbutt, prior to that, it was always on the rise and had potential. After that headbutt, that was the peak. It went downhill from there. But, yeah, I don't know. You know what's weird? Me saying I want a product that I enjoy. Do you know people actually go online and say I'm greedy? Like no one says that about Marvel. Like I go on all the Marvel movies. I enjoy the Marvel movies, I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. I'm going to see it this weekend. Hashtag I don't give a fuck about your controversy. I love Marvel. I have not seen Captain Marvel yet. I have not seen Spider-Verse yet. But I look forward to seeing both of them. But I know 98% of the time I'm going to enjoy Marvel films. I know most of the time, this Jay White thing has been fucking killing me.
Okay.
I'm saying, I'd say prior to Jay White and prior to the Elite fucking over, whatever, besides the contract disputes, I would say New Japan entertained me 95% of the time. And I don't know, it seems like when you mention you want a product that entertains you, they like kind of spin it on you, like, you greedy fuck. Why don't you fucking respect these guys? Like, all right, I don't know. So I don't know, Booms. What's some of your favorite products to watch right now? Because I like NXT, I like New Japan minus Jay White and 1-5 to New Japan Cup.
The only thing I'm really watching right now is New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've not watched anything WWE in months. I've watched Lucha Underground when that was on, and it's a guilty pleasure, and I've talked about it here on the show, but I've been watching Women of Wrestling. Wow.
Really? I used to watch it back in the day. Is it good?
It's old school. It's very, very family friendly. It's one of those I could probably I have 2 nephews and a niece, and the oldest one is like 7. And I can tell you right now, I could sit all 3 of them down in front of the TV and we could watch this, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about, any kind of anything sexual. I don't have to worry about any extreme violence. I don't have to worry about blood. I don't have to worry about any of that. It's just old school wrestling. It's
is it done right though? Because I think you could do that product right, and you could also do it like WWE.
Yeah, I think it's done right because the guy David McLean who's running it. He's the guy who originally set up Glow. And Jeannie Buss, I think it's like she's owns a basketball team. It slips my mind right now. She does that. They just wrapped up their first season. It was only 8 episodes long, but and I wasn't going to mention this on the show, but since you brought it up,
yeah, why not?
It was announced that they've re-signed for a second season on Access, and this time they've signed for 24 episodes, and it's going to start. They're going to start taping on May the 15th in Los Angeles. The whole premise of Glow is it's like old school 1980s wrestling. If you me and Dave talk about 80s wrestling very reverently. It's like, oh, it goes back to our childhood. If you want to know what it was like back then, I would suggest you watch Glow because you've got good guys and you got bad guys. They're all characters, some of which are over the top.
Well, that's more WWF. That's more your childhood.
Yeah, and it's like a mixture. It's one extreme or the other. They've got a lot of veterans mixed in with a lot of rookies. And a lot of it I'm seeing is you have the veterans wrestle the rookies, and they're relatively short matches. I don't think you're going to see anything over 10 minutes. It's very, simple stuff, like Jessie Jones, like her finishing maneuver or something like basically akin to an arm bar. And then you see something like, top rope, Jungle Girl, her finisher is like a flying body press, almost not quite a frog splash, but and so they do simple matches. They have a lot of, it's edited, it's produced very well because they have, vignettes, they have sit downs with most of the girls, and they talk about who they are, where they came from, why they're there, why they're doing what they're doing. It's done really, really well. And the big feud right now is it's going to be between Santana Garrett and Tessa Blanchard. And I should also mention that Tessa Blanchard has not only been signed with Women of Wrestling, but she's going to be joining on. They've opened up a training center in Long Beach, and Tessa Blanchard is going to join Selena Majors as like the trainers there. Now, if you don't know who Selena Majors is, she goes way back to the 80s. She was better known as Bambi way back in the day. And
yeah, I actually talking about all these young females. I'm like, I have no idea who they are. And then you're like, Bambi. I'm Captain America. I get that reference. I know.
Yeah, now there are some people in there that you may recognize. Cobra Moon is in there. Let's see. There's one woman. She's goes by the name the Tentress, but it's actually Katie Lee Burchill. You know, Paul, the one who played Paul Burchill's sister in WWE.
Yeah.
She's in there, but she is the known as the Temptress. Amber O'Neil is there. She was the Bullet Babe, you may remember. She's goes by the name the Beverly Hills Babe in this one. Santana Garrett, as I mentioned. Tessa Blanchard, as I mentioned. Those are like the really, really big names that stand out as far as like name recognition.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so dude, I'll definitely check it out. I'll probably check it out once because I want to
Yeah,
start checking out different products.
yeah.
I want to like
Yeah,
I just
the first season. The first season is only 8 episodes long, and a standard episode is
is it on
about an hour.
Netflix?
No, you'd have to find it via internet magic.
Uh, Netflix has made us so lazy now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not on Netflix. Ah, fuck it. It's not on WWE Network. Ah, fuck it. It ain't on New Japan World. Ah, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's like there's so much content out there that you're like, what? So hopefully one day it'll come back coming together. Like don't recreate cable. Like don't recreate cable because there'll be so much content. They're just like, you can get all the content in one place. It's called cable. Full circle. Full circle.
All right. Now, one thing I think I need to bring up because we've got it here in the title is the Young Bucks have invaded Mexico this past week.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. I like when companies work together. I like when international companies work together.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the Young Bucks won AAA, the AAA titles. I love the fact that AAA is going to be working with AEW, and not only that, but Kenny Omega went on DDT, and I think Kenny Omega and DDT are going to be working together. I mean AEW, and yeah, so I'm really, really excited about that, and I'm hoping that maybe that opens up New Japan, Ring of Honor. You know, because here's the thing. If you're number one, maybe you don't work with other people. Or maybe you do the ECW thing where like, hey, you're a fucking minor league, no one has to fucking know. But if you're number two, fuck man, just fucking get along with everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it should be really interesting. But I'm a fan of the Young Bucks. I understand why certain fans don't like them. You know, if you're like an old school wrestling fan, I'm like, oh, I don't like the Young Bucks. I understand, but I enjoy them. But yeah, so it should be really interesting. All right, Booms, you want to hit the live comment? We got one live comment that's question worthy.
Yeah, it is. It's actually pretty good. It comes from Fran Yelly. Says, do you guys think Kofi Kingston will be WWE's first black champion?
Two things. One, I hate doing this because it brings up the Rock debate. And I don't want to be the guy that brings up the Rock debate. So let's put an asterisk on the Rock. All right. So I think so, but they're just booking it so shittily. Like, here's the thing. We all know where it's going. Then why fuck around? You know what I mean? Like, why waste our fucking time? Why? I mean, I don't know. I just hate the way WWE does stuff, the storytelling. I think Kofi Kingston is a shoo-in to win. I think John Cena being Kurt Angle's last match makes sense. But they have to fucking tease being a shitty company. And guess what? When you tease being a shitty company, sometimes you deliver. Sometimes you deliver. I don't know. I try to keep up with WWE storylines, but it's kind of like, this is the end product, but we're going to fucking be assholes until it gets there. You know, that's why I'm looking forward to the not Roman Reigns, so curse me. That's why I'm looking forward to the Brock Lesnar match. Brock Lesnar's like, dude, you fucking advertised my match 9 years in a fucking advance. I'll be there. You know? It's like we know Kofi Kingston's going against Daniel Bryan, so why be stupid? It's just badly booked. I don't know. I think the way they're spinning this and telling the story, they have to make him win. But then again, who knows? Remember Booker T and Triple H for the older fans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
who knows? You'd be surprised. The company that's pretending to be racist is sometimes racist. Yeah, I like this. I'm a big fan of Kofi Kingston. I've been a big fan of Kofi Kingston from FCW. You can ask James Legend this. We would cover FCW. We would work with FCW when they first started. That those fucking shows sucked. That talent that they started off with was average at best. That's me being a positive PD. I remember talking to my friend who worked at FCW. I'm like, hey, dude, can't you talk about it on a radio show? And I'm like, I'm not talking about it as a favor to you. That's when you know your product sucks. When it would be like, Booms is like, hey, man, I started my own channel. Can you plug it? And I'm like, I'm not going to talk about your channel as a favor to you. Don't even dare say Koco plays, Booms. Don't you dare. But, yeah, it was bad. But back then, it was amazing because of Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston always busted his ass. It was an FCW show at Gold's Gym with 10 people, or if it was at an FCW show where a couple 30 people showed up. It didn't matter. Kofi Kingston brought his A game, and I think he completely deserves to be champion. And I just wish it was in better circumstances. You know what I mean? Because it seems like the storyline is taking away his victory. Because if he doesn't win, it's like, oh, God, we got another Booker T situation.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, don't bring that shit up again.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the storyline's so shit that when he does win, it's kind of be like, oh. It's like, I talk about this all the time. We talked about this I was about to say pre-show. We talked about this before we started rolling. I hate pretending to be happy. Like, you want to fucking see me be angry, be like, oh, try to be Genki. Like, I try to get inner peace. I try to be a happy person, genuinely happy. I hate fake happiness. And it just seems the storyline is fucking pure fake happiness, and they don't have to go that route. They didn't have to. Kofi Kingston, not like, the story writes itself, but they have to be like, no, guys, we're not racist. It's a storyline. All right, cool. Cool storyline. Cool storyline, bro.
Yeah, I think he's going to win it, and I think I think the irony is that they're kind of redoing the Daniel Bryan storyline, but you have Kofi Kingston playing the role of Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan's playing the role of Triple H. So I think that's kind of interesting, but yeah, I think it's just insane that WWE's never really had. Okay, you got The Rock, and I know everybody's going to put the asterisk by there, but I'm going to say that The Rock was the first ever WWE, black champion. Why? Because he says he's black, and you know what? If The Rock says he's black, then you know what? That's good enough for me.
Yeah. I'm not going to be the one to die on that grenade.
Exactly. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, he's not black. He's Byron. No. He says I'm black. You know what? That's fine. I take The Rock at his word. That's what he considers himself. So good enough for me. Even if you want to go to the World Heavyweight Championship, when they did the title, the division split, the last black World Heavyweight Champion they had, you'd have to go all the way back to 2011 when Mark Henry won it.
Oh my God, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Oh, when you said 2011, I was like, oh, he forgot about Mark Henry.
Like, no, Mark Henry.
It's been a long time.
So it's like, wow. And now they've had Hispanic champions. They've had Asian champions.
Hold on. Who's been an Asian champion? Because don't tell me the fucking Canadian who pretend.
Oh, no, Asian. Antonio Inoki.
Oh, he's been WWF champ?
Yeah, he was.
My God, I'm so embarrassed. I should know that. I eat at his restaurant all the time.
Yeah, it was it was kind of controversial because it's not.
Of course it is.
It wasn't really recognized. But, I mean, you've had people like Pedro Morales been the champion. You've had Lou Thesz be the heavyweight champion. Jinder Mahal. So we've had an Indian champion. We've had the Iron Sheik. So you've had a Middle Eastern champion. But when it comes to African Americans, in that spot, it's been very, very lacking considering the popularity of a lot of those characters and stars.
It's just crazy. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, if it was like, I don't want to say, if it was not a common race in America, then I'd be like, oh, okay, man, I don't go to that part of the world too often. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I don't know percentage wise, but I imagine there's not been that many Brazilian WWE guys. You know what I'm saying? I think, so it's like, oh, there's never been a Brazilian champ. Like, oh, that's crazy. We should go, get one of the Gracies. But, maybe it's because I grew up in New Jersey, New York, and traveled around America. What the fuck? What? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just got to the point of like how you had to do it on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, how did this happen? Did you guys do this on purpose?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of weird that in the internet age, politically correct age, that this is an issue. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, really? This is still a thing? Yeah. So,
and here's something funny. God, it escapes me here, but I'm just going to start. Oh, here's what I was going to say. We did not have the first African American Intercontinental Champion until I think it was 1997 when Ahmed Johnson won it. And I'm going through right now. I'm going through the list of this is strictly the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE, just strict, not World Heavyweight Champion, just the WWE Championship. And I'm going through this real quickly. Yeah, you've got Pedro Morales, Antonio Inoki, and I'm naming people who are not Caucasian here. The Iron Sheik, Yokozuna, The Rock.
Insane. It's insane. Jesus Christ.
Again, I'm scrolling through here. Eddie Guerrero.
All right, this is just making me sad.
Oh my God. I'm seriously scrolling. I'm like, no, he still counts as a cracker. Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio, Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal. Those are all the champions that were not Caucasian.
That's just fucked up. Like, it's just insane. Oh well, there you go. Like, it would be different if it was like, China, where the wrestling and it's all trapped in one country and they don't expand. I don't know. It's just insane. Like, if there was one country on the other side of the world, and you're like, oh well, we haven't worked that much with that country, then I'm like, okay. But America is like the biggest melting pot in the world, So yeah, I don't know. We just made ourselves sad. Thanks, Franelli. Thanks, Franelli.
I mean, that was just a huge wake-up call because you keep thinking about the diversity of characters that they have, and it's like only a handful of, and I hate using this term, but minorities, are your top guy. I mean, this is like, here we are. I mean, okay, WWE in its current carnation has been around since 1963. Okay, I want you to bear that. What is now after the break with, I think was like Capital City Wrestling or something. It was up in New York when Buddy Rogers became the first champion in 1963. Since that time, if Kofi Kingston wins, if he wins at Mania against Daniel Bryan, assuming this match happens, he will only be the second African American champion since 1963 when this whole thing fucking started. We've only had one black champion, The Rock, and now Kofi Kingston can make two. And all that time and all the people, you can't argue to me that they didn't, minority characters were not popular. I mean, come on, you're talking, and even when we've got fucking segregation and shit, I mean, there were still, black and Hispanic athletes that were portrayed as heroes that were beloved.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Wow. I just really made myself fucking sad.
Yeah. Well.
Wow.
Hopefully Kofi changes that trend, and hopefully, I don't know, because like here's the thing: you want to get rid of racism and sexism and all that in wrestling. I've said this a long time ago. Book your champions as the best wrestler or the most over, and nothing else matters. If you do that, you get rid of racism. If you do that, it gets rid of the favoritism. If you do that, you know, but they don't do that. They're stubborn. They get stuck with someone. They say this, they say that. Like, I honestly think the answer is the best wrestler in the company that connects with the crowd, heel or face, should be champion. Period. Your problems go away as a company if that's what you focus on.
Wait a minute.
So,
Keep stalling. I got something I want to talk.
all right, no problem.
Hang on. Give me like a couple of seconds here. Let me pull up the page. All right.
I'm gonna read some questions. The Rock was closest to a black champion we had. You are welcome, guys. LOL. The Rock is a mixture of black Samoan. All right, so that's from Fred Yelly. And while we're stalling for Boom Boom, dude, yesterday I streamed for 8 hours on Koco Plays. It is my passion. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't tell Boom Boom, but Koco Plays is so much more important to me than KocoSports. Okay? It is my passion. I love it, and I'm gonna do it forever. Booms, are you back?
Go. You're not gonna fucking believe this shit. I decided to go look up the WCW list of World Heavyweight Champions. And this company, okay, what started as officially WCW back in 1991, what is now WCW. I'm looking at their list of champions. They've only had two.
Was Ron Simmons? That was WCW, right?
Yeah.
Was that NWA? I apologize.
No,
I remember. Wrestling Right was at that event. How fucking lucky is that? What a great fucking memory.
Oh my god.
And B, I didn't even know that was a situation. It was so historic, groundbreaking, but I was just so fucking excited. It was amazing.
Yeah, they WCW from the time that they started officially in 1991 to when they went out of business in 2001, they only had two black champions. They had Ron Simmons and Booker T.
Well, Booker T won it multiple times, 5 times.
Yes.
But yeah.
And now
so it's 16 runs. So yeah,
now I'm gonna go look at the list of NWA World Heavyweight. I'm gonna go. Let's see how far this fucking shit goes.
This is a rabbit hole. I don't like where it's going.
I know. I'm trying to look here. Some of these people I'm not familiar with. So Bobo Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking here. No, it's again. So
while he's looking up how horrible humans are.
Do you want me to just name black champions or minority or quote unquote minority champions?
I kind of want to change the topic,
Okay.
but go on. You do you, man.
Okay, Luthez, so Hispanic.
All right.
Eduardo Carpenter. Oh no, I think he's French. Never mind. Let's see. Okay, I just mentioned Bobo Brazil, Luthez again, Giant Baba.
I am Mikey says, look up the minorities. And he also says, WA has always been against pushing minorities since day one. We got to realize pro wrestling has a deep Southern background and has had a lot of clash with race tension. This is a topic that needs to be addressed. Yeah, I think the only way to address it, I know to simplify it, but
Steamboat to some extent.
You have to, without a doubt, the best wrestler who connects with the crowd should be champion. And it shouldn't matter about race. It shouldn't matter about anything. All that should matter is talent. Like this conversation doesn't come up in legitimate sports and even Hollywood legitimate entertainment because talent rises to the top almost every time. And I know a lot of people bash Hollywood, but the reality is there's a lot of money on the line, And yeah, so to me, I don't know. It just makes me angry because I think if you just focus on talent, this all goes away. Like Booker T should have definitely been. Booker T should have beat Triple H. Mark Henry, dude. Remember when Mark Henry was? Oh man, Mark Henry had such run. You know what? As a backseat booker, my
Mhm.
dream booking job, I would love to book Mark Henry. Like for real, I just think he had so like you saw a glimpse of his potential, dude. You could have did that from a fucking. He could have just. I honestly think. Listen, Boobs, this is me really conceited, and granted, this is a little bit fantasy, so hear me out. I think with me with the booking Mark Henry, he'd be considered one of the greatest champions of all time. I just think he's fucking strong. He's talented. You hide his fucking weaknesses. Dude, how fucking awesome is his theme song? No. It just sucks because he had to fucking do all that shit. Yeah. It's just horrible. Yeah. I honestly think, could you imagine Mark Henry with that theme music, not the stupidity shit, and hooking him up with someone like Paul Heyman or a good mouthpiece? And he just can't. You wouldn't need a fucking Brock Lesnar. You could just, and not only that, but just like Brock now, you can hide his weaknesses. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, I think Kofi Kingston should. Yeah, I think Kofi Kingston. Like I remember, I don't know. I've been high on Kofi Kingston ever since the FCW days. It just he's amazing. Look what he can do. Get them.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe this will be the Booker T storyline done right.
Yeah, but I think it's just too late and feels stupid. It definitely needs to be done, but I think it feels stupid. You know?
God, I mean, think about it. I mean, what, 1962, 1963, and we're in 2019, and we're looking at possibly the second black WWE champion? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. And yeah, so it's just ridiculous. So hopefully it changes, and hopefully, because here's the thing: WWE is a piece of shit company, but they don't want to be a piece of shit
You know,
company. So if there's pressure, like they want the image of being good guys.
I want to add a point of clarification. I don't think, WWE should just put the champion on somebody specifically because of their skin color or if they're trying to appeal to this demographic. But you cannot convince me since 1962 to fucking 2019, there has not been a black man that has not been over with the crowd, has not been that popular, who couldn't sell the tickets, who couldn't sell the merch. You can't convince me. Since 1962 into 2019, there's not been one.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna go through these comments real quick, Booms.
Mm-hmm.
I am Mike is his facts. It should have all been about talent and connection. Yeah, I agree. AEW, ROH, New Japan, even fucking Impact embrace culture of pro wrestling worldwide. Mark Henry should have become a WWE champ a long time ago. WWE just exposed itself if Kofi takes the L. I can't. I want D-Bry to put Kofi over. I think they can't make the same mistake again.
I think he will.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Bryan will do the right thing because of all the people in the world, I think Daniel Bryan will do the right thing.
Because like, I don't mean this. I don't mean to. I don't mean to harp on the Booker T Triple H angle, but I just remember we had this place called Wing House in Florida, and they showed the pay-per-views for free. This is back in the day, and I remember it was a bunch of boxers, a bunch of MMA fighters, and a bunch of nerds. We'd get together, eat wings, and watch pro wrestling. And it was a mix of people. We'd have Brazilians, whites, all different types of race. I hate listing off races because it just seems fucking almost phony happiness. But it was a nice culture pot of athletes, nerds, fighters. It was a nice pot, of people. And we'd watch, and we all enjoyed it. And I remember the Booker T Triple H angle. And when Triple H won, I noticed none of those black fans ever came back. Ever. And it was just kind of embarrassing. Like, it's like, oh, well, fuck. Because, like, I don't know, do they have it on a WWE network? Because if they have it on a WWE network, I'd be surprised. I'd be like, we added some of those promos, we added some of that. But straight up, it was fucking heartbreaking. You know what I mean? It was just like, all right, cool. And it wasn't even like it was a heel. It was just like, oh, got it. Racism. You know what I mean? And then, yeah. So I still have friends that won't watch WWE because of that Booker T situation. I'm saying lifelong WWE fans. Because, like, it wasn't just a storyline. It was maybe the biggest fuck you I've ever seen on live television. You know what I mean? And it was just, you know what? WWF pre-Booker T losing to Triple H was, oh, this is fun. We should all go together. To, oh, fuck, this is awkward. People are of different races. You know what I mean? Like, they literally killed the environment. And it's just like, come on. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I mean? So I don't think they can do that again. And on top of that, it's just, they shouldn't. You know? So I just don't like the fact that they're making it a storyline, because then it's like, oh, guys, we were always in character. We worked you. You know, if you ever hang out with a shitty indie wrestler, okay, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If you ever hang out with any indie wrestler, they always act like, oh, we worked you. Like, no, you didn't work me. You're just a fucking scumbag. Like, we stole your fucking wallet and threw you down the hill. We worked you, brother. No, you fucking mugged me. That's not working me. And it's kind of like a lot of shitty human beings in the pro wrestling business are shitty human beings, and they're like, oh, we worked you. So that's why I actually kind of fucking hate that phrase, because it's an excuse for just a shitty product or a shitty person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I slept with your wife and fucking murdered your dog. I worked you, brother. And it's like, no, you're just a fucking horrible human being. You know? And that's what I think. The whole, oh, it's an angle. Get it, guys? That's the part that's a little fucking disgusting. So, there you go. That Triple H versus Booker T feud during WrestleMania 18 was pretty infused with racial undertones, and then to the end, the way it did, it was really bad. Is it sad that these companies have held back so many great talent of all culture backgrounds, Asian, Spanish, Afro, Caribbean descent over the past 100 years of pro wrestling, or even worse, we just woke up? No, I think this has always been a factor.
Yeah, I think this has been.
I think it's to the point it's always been a factor, but at our age, we're like, it's still a fucking factor. You know what I mean? Like, I remember, not to fucking get politically correct, because Jesus fucking Christ, I hate that community. But I remember as a kid, and I don't want to open this bag of worms, but as a kid, I was like, who cares if a guy and a guy like each other? Who cares if a girl and a girl likes each other? And then, like, you as an 8-year-old, and then you become 40 years old, and you're like, this is still a fucking thing? I think it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? When you were a little kid, you're like, dude, why aren't there fucking more black champs? This is fucking stupid. And now you're an old fucking man going, this is still a fucking thing? We haven't figured this out? You know what I mean? So I guess that's my point. So, yeah. So these are the reasons why alternative promotions are now running the game. As always, WWE playing catch up. It's fucked up how brainwashed your fan base be extend your rest. Yeah, but it's not only pro res. I don't think it's just WWE. Marvel does this a lot. Marvel's like, oh, we're not smart enough to create this character. Now this character is that. And it's just like, I don't know if that's helping any. So to me, it's WWE is the worst, or one of the worst. I think it's the worst. I don't know. I've not seen a company that's worst. But there's others that have been bad at it. Yeah, I agree 100%. Koco, at our age, we are like, what the fuck? This is still happening because the generation's so mixed and interracial. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. You know, so I'm hoping that I know what I'm hoping, Booms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping in 10 years when we're still doing this and we're old, that we're like, oh, that was such a silly topic back in the day. I can't believe we went through those times.
Yeah.
But this late in our life, I mean, because Booms, you grew up a WWF fan, and I'm sure as a kid, what age did you notice there wasn't really black champions?
You know, I have not. I didn't really notice it until I guess maybe I was like a teenager or my mid to late teens during the Attitude Era, and
All right.
they started doing this thing. Because I really didn't. Come on, I'm a fucking kid. You don't really think of things like that. But then they started naming like accomplishments of African American athletes. The WWE did back during the, and you're like, oh wow, well the world heavyweight champion. Oh wait a minute. And then like every year they do this every year, especially for Black History Month. It's just like, we celebrate the accomplishment of our black athletes, and they'll start naming people. It's like, well, when did he hold it? Oh, he never held that championship. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. So let's say for me, I noticed when my brother goes, "Why can't Junkyard Dog be the champion?"
Oh yeah, man.
That's when I noticed. I was like, "Yeah, why can't he be the champion?" And because my brother, he loved Junkyard Dog, and my brother isn't as white as me, I guess is the most politically correct way of not saying that. But he would always be like, "Why can't he be champ? I love Junkyard Dog." And then that's when it hit me. So I was at a younger age. I'm saying, all right, I'm saying 20, 30 years. 20, 30 years. I'm just like, why? Why is this a thing? So, like, that's where it comes to the line. It's like the fact that it's still a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Boom. So when you were a teenager, did you think at this age, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but at this age, decades later, you would still think this was a thing?
No, I wouldn't. No, I didn't, look at just really thinking about it. And I was like, wow, this is really still a thing. I mean, we're even, as politically correct as our culture's become, trust me, we're nowhere near nowhere fucking near as bigoted and shit as we were fucking 50 years ago. But you're looking at it's like, really? I mean, that's it? We're looking at maybe two black WWE champions by now? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's insane. So hopefully in 10 years, this will not be a thing. And like I said, you don't want to just give someone a champion because, oh my God, look at us. Yay, But at the same time, there's times when that not a white champion or not a white wrestler has been the best wrestler in the world. And that's when you start hitting problems. You know what I mean? Like FCW. I don't think Kofi Kingston was ever an FCW champ. Am I correct about that? I could be wrong.
Who was never WCW champ?
FCW, Kofi Kingston. Can you check out the FCW championship? I don't
no,
think he was ever.
No, he was not. He was not.
All right. He was by far the most talented guy. I was there from day one. Day one-ish. I don't even know what that means. But I was there from day one. And he was by far the best guy on the roster. So he should have been FCW champ. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, because I remember just going to the FCW events and be like, man, this sucks. And then he would come out, and I was like, man, this guy's amazing. So, yeah. So it's just situations like that. Like, you wouldn't have this problem. You wouldn't be like, oh, there's never been a black FCW champ, even that championship doesn't exist, or I don't know. I apologize for not knowing FCW's championship history. But at one time, Kofi Kingston should have been champ of that company because he was the most talented and connected with the crowd. So hopefully it changes. Booms, unread some more live comments and maybe wrap this up.
Yeah.
I am of Jamaican and Italian descent in Toronto, Canada. We have a mixture of all cultures, and even Canadian indies all have minority runs at the champ. Sorry, I bumped up at the big gold. So in my opinion, we always notice these things, especially February when my brother and sisters randomly get 2-week championship reigns. But even tried to have Samoa Joe win the U.S. champ, so it's not that disrespectful. I remember we have to address this topic before years ago. So with that in mind, I feel like in 10 years, there's a high probability we'll talk about the matter again. That's sad. It's probably true for Neely, but it's sad. We all got a mix in us somewhere. So hopefully we put this behind us once Kofi wins, and I hope so. I mean, I don't know. It's just disappointing. You know what I mean? And it's just yeah. So so Booms. Let's try to upbeat this thing. Talk about something great in the world of pro wrestling right now. Ready, go.
Yeah,
Rick, 1982, a Koco Plays pioneer. He's in. What are you looking forward to this WrestleMania weekend accomplish? I'm hoping Jay White isn't champion. That's it. I'm hoping I can watch WrestleMania and it not feel like work. Like, it doesn't even have to be a good WrestleMania, but I want to turn on WrestleMania on the WWE Network. I probably won't take the day off. I thought about taking the day off, but then I was like, dude, I can't even fucking make it through a fast lane. I hope I'll probably watch it in like 2-3 days, but I'm hoping I don't give up and it doesn't feel like work. That is not very high standards. What are you looking forward to WrestleMania weekend?
You know, WrestleMania weekend, I'm looking forward to the G1 Super Show. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. And maybe NXT. Maybe I'll break my embargo on WWE and watch NXT TakeOver. And then if I'm going to watch Mania, I'll probably have to do what I did last year, just wait for it to finish and then just kind of watch it in bits and pieces and maybe fast forward past all the crap. Because if it's going like 7 hours, come on. I'm going to have to watch that over like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. I might just give up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would, dude. Booms will tell you. My favorite WWE pay-per-view. I think WrestleMania is the best wrestling holiday, but I think the Royal Rumble is my favorite. I gave up on the Royal Rumble. I couldn't watch it. I mean, LK pretty much quit the channel. He's like, "You made me watch the Royal Rumble. I'm out." Yeah, it was. I just want to watch WrestleMania without me giving up. That's it. Yeah, high standards. Do you think Shelton circa 04 should have been champ for at least a week? This is from DJ Cook. Definitely. I am a huge Shelton Benjamin fan. Something great in pro wrestling. Yuri Blake says, do you see Ibushi winning the G1 this year? They have to push Ibushi and Naito to the fucking moon. Like, yeah. I don't. Why? I don't fucking get it. You know, and like that's the thing. Like right there, you know, sometimes it works in reverse. You know, like Jay White isn't the most talented guy in the company. Jay White doesn't connect with the crowd outside of fucking foreigners fucking saving their Bullet Club shirts. Yeah, I hope Ibushi wins. Yeah, Vince McMahon retires due to being a vegetable. What do you guys think of the Noah rebrand? I haven't watched it much. I like the simple logo. I like so far I like it a lot, but I really already missed the green ring. Like as soon as like, oh, the ring's not gonna be green, I was like, oh, I'm out. You know, I know it sounds bad, but to me, the green ring represented Noah. You know what I mean? I like the simple logo though. I like it, but I'm really missed the green ring, and it's such a weird thing to miss, ain't it? I don't know. What do you think, Booms?
Yeah, it was their trademark for the longest time. The green, nobody else had that. So that was kind of like their iconic thing, their trademark, and now they're just kind of like everybody else. In fact, you know, I'm looking for somebody who can help me out because I want to start watching All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah, but I kind of need somebody to kind of guide me through it. So if anybody's interested in doing that, just send me a message because I want to find a way to watch it. And I just need, because when I first started watching New Japan, at least I could go to Dave and go, hey, Dave, why do they have all these multi-man matches in the beginning? Hey, Dave, why did this match go on ahead of this match? Oh, hey, Dave, who is this guy? I really thought this guy was cool. What's his story? You know, I had Dave to get me through that, but I need somebody to kind of guide me through All Japan and Noah.
I wonder if we should make videos like that again. I know Wrestling Ranting makes way better videos on that topic. I miss those days. I miss just being so proud of New Japan and bringing people to it, you know? Now I feel like an old cranky man, and I'm like, I've been watching this shit for years. Don't you fucking tell me 1-5 was good. Yuri Blake says you didn't say it had to be real. What match will steal the show at NXT TakeOver New York?
Have they got the card laid out yet?
I have no idea, to be honest. NXT, look that up, boom boom.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened to LK? He came back for a week, went to be a wrestler, and then does shows on another channel. I don't know. It does sound bad.
He was trained to be a pro wrestler, and the people he was trained with said it probably wouldn't be in his best interest to do a show on wrestling criticizing other wrestlers especially when he's a trainee, because it could come back to bite him in the ass. And I kind of disagree with it, because I mean LK doesn't sit there apart, but he heeded their advice, so he's just that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry, it's just me. What are you do right now? I'm talking about pro wrestling, answering some questions, and might be wrapping this up. Rick 1982. What do you do right now? Like work wise, job wise? I don't know. I answered that too literal. Maybe he wants to know what I do for a career. When is Kenta officially coming back to Noah, or will he end up in New Japan? I'm so conflicted with this. I want him to come to New Japan because I'm a New Japan fan and I'm lazy and don't want to see other products. And I think as long as Jay White's champion, we need all the talent we can get. But he is Noah through and through. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, hey. But the thing is, too, like a lot of people, you need that jumping point to get back into something. I think Kenta returning to Noah is the perfect jumping point. You know what I mean? Like when Pac returned to Dragon Gate, it's like, oh, you can jump in now. Sometimes when you walk away and stop watching a product, you need that one thing, that one piece of tinder to spark the flames. So wherever he goes, New Japan, All Elite, or Noah, he's going to be needed really badly. You know what I mean? So, and I just hope it's the old one. Hey, Dave, what are you doing right now? You going to start rapping? I have no idea what the hell's going on with this comment section. I'm talking to my friend Boo Boo about pro wrestling. Are you going to start rapping? No, I don't think so. Booms.
I don't know. You could use, I don't know. I already know what your rap name would be. You'd be known as Dickie Smalls.
Yeah, I got nothing. I was too witty, Boo Boo. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. No, I have no musical talent whatsoever. So I'll probably play some NHL and maybe stream on Koco Plays and plug Operation Freak Show.
You mean like you're doing right now?
Exactly. Booms, plug a bunch of stuff. No, listen here, commenters. This is your last chance to get comments in. When Boom Boom's done plugging stuff, we're going to read those comments and end the show. So no pressure. If you want the show to go on and you want my girlfriend to leave me because I've been talking pro wrestling for too long, you put your comments in now. Booms, plug everything. Start with Koco Plays, the greatest channel ever.
Yep. If you want to see Dave Koco play NHL hockey very poorly, or Fire Pro Wrestling as Okada only, or even Madden as the Buccaneers only, you need to check out Koco Plays because he's too dumb to use Twitch. But subscribe to it. That community is growing. You can also buy a copy of his book, Operation Freak Show, on Amazon right now. It's a riveting tale about people who put on lucha libre masks and go kill pedophiles. It's something to read the kids right before they go to bed at night. So you can pick up a copy, Amazon.com, or maybe you can find a copy in your local library. Maybe not. Also, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We're doing shows infrequently, so you definitely want to hit that notification bell so that way you know when we're going live. And be sure to put your comments down in the comment section. We'll try to answer them within the next day or two. And then also, of course, check us out, KocoSports.com. That's KocoSports.com. It's your home for combat sports, where the world goes to kick ass, and most importantly, where it's okay to be a passionate fan.
And Booms, I forgot to tell you, we're doing a redesign of Koco Sports.
Again?
Yeah. Well, not really. We're just making it simpler because we don't do work on it.
Are we putting the porn back on there that we had back in the late?
No, we're gonna probably clean it up because fucking I don't run the company anymore. And they're like, hey, fucking, you can't act like a human being. You have to be a fake fucking robot, fake happiness. See, that's the one thing I hate about fucking the PC culture. Fakeness doesn't equal like if you're not genuine with your words, then what the fuck is the point of being so PC and perfect? So be genuine, people. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Booms. There are 0 comments. Booms. We need to start doing more shows so that we can get our comment section up again. Booms. Right. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Koco Plays. Seriously, guys, I fucking love it. All right? Seriously. All right? 8 hours yesterday. 8 hours. I'll stream again tomorrow. All right. Booms. Love you. And with that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.